Hi, welcome back to the Love Luxury YouTube channel. I'm Emily Abraham. Today we're going to be talking about the best colours for this season, autumn 2022. Don't forget to hit subscribe, like and comment. So today we're going to be focusing on Hermès colours and the palette that works really well for autumn and what will go best with your outfits this cold and wintry season leading up to the Christmas period. Now, autumn is renowned for a time of warm shades, lovely rich tones of oranges, browns, golden and burgundies. And here we have a number of bags that fit into that colour bracket. So without further ado, here we go. So the first colour that I'm going to show you happens to be one of the ever-present Hermès colours, and it's a little bit hidden, and I've got it down here. This is one of my ultimate favourites of the ever-present colours that Hermès produces. So this would be a classic colour, and it's a permanent colour. This is Hermès Gold. It's a light brown as described by Hermès with caramel undertones. Now, in my book, this is a tan, and it's a great tan. It does have really warm caramel undertones. It works fantastically with gold hardware. But what's great about it, you can see I'm wearing a neutral. It works so well. You literally can wear this Hermès colour with almost any item. This is a Kelly 25. It's in the Retourne style, which is the original Hermès style, and it comes in Togo. I will add that if you buy your bag in a different leather, gold shows up as different shades on different leathers. So please bear that in mind when you're looking to purchase an Hermès gold bag. In my opinion, gold on gold looks absolutely the best on Togo leather. And the next colour I'm going to show you is also hidden down here, and this is Rouge Grenate. Now, you can see it on your screen, and from your end it may look a different shade, but this is a very warm and rich red that has a raspberry pink undertone. And for me, this is a great autumnal colour. It's a great way of bringing a little pop of colour to your outfit. It still has that summery vibe to it because it still is quite a bright color. However, it's quite muted in the flesh, so it can be worn with neutrals. It can be worn with, as again I'm wearing cream, it looks great with creams, beiges, blacks. It just works really well with all kinds of palettes and undertones as well. This, in my opinion, is probably my most favorite Hermès red. Again, this is Rouge Grenate, and again, this is in Togo leather. And with all of the colours that we're going to be talking about today, you will find that on different leathers, the colours do come across very slightly differently. And the reason for that is because each leather soaks up the dyes in different ways, and therefore you do get a slight shade changing on different leathers. And also, what's very important to pay attention to is the colour of your hardware, because the colour of the hardware can also make the bag pull a different colour. You may think to yourself, oh, she's talking nonsense, but actually it really does. Palladium hardware has a cool undertone, so we'll pull the cool undertones of the bag colour out, and the gold hardware is obviously a warm undertone which will pull the warmer shades of your bag out. And you know, for that reason, it's quite advisable to make sure that you get the right shade of hardware for the right undertone of your bag. So now I'm going to move on to a colour that was released in 2022, and that is Chai. So this is a very good neutral also. It does look quite yellowy on the screen. However, in the flesh, this is a very subtle biscuit shade that has lovely mixture of warm and cool undertones on it. Now, I've seen this Chai color in multiple hardwares, and I have to be honest, my favorite was gold. Now, I am a person that loves gold. If you're a person that prefers palladium, then obviously this colorway would work for you. But for me, I really enjoy chai with a gold hardware that pulls out the warmth of the undertones, and it really is a great color. Now, I have tried to match this chai color with so many different colors of outfits, and honestly, it goes with everything. It literally is one of the best neutrals that we have seen come in, obviously, other than the classic neutrals. So a seasonal neutral, this is a great color. And as you can see, it's based on a cup of tea, essentially. A lot of the Hermes names of colors do get their names from obviously France, but also India. And in India, chai is tea. So here we have it. We have the chai Togo Birkin 25 with palladium hardware. Next up for me would have to be a lovely shade of green that you can wear in the autumn months. And for me, the best Hermes green that can be worn in autumnal months is the Vert Maquis. It's got the gold hardware, it's Togo, but this shade is a very military style shade. Now, it is reminiscent of an army khaki, but to me, it's just got that little bit more of a green tone to it that gives it a little bit more of a classy feel. Vert Maquis is a muted green. It has got some grey undertones to it. It is quite a neutral shade of green. It's not bright, it's not forest. It is a colour, again, that can be worn with multiple colours during the autumn months. And again, I'm wearing cream. You can even see the felts are cream, and it goes really well. But equally, this would look really classy and sophisticated with a black outfit, or an outfit of any kind of brown undertones would look really lovely with this colour bag. So when I was choosing the colours that I was going to feature on this video, we have a shop full of stock, and there are so many colours that I could have chosen from. So I had to narrow it down to the select amount of bags and colours that we could feature in one YouTube video. Now, the next colour actually really surprised me, because we do have the next colour in Togo and it looks completely different. But this time I'm going to show it to you, and you'll see that this is a slightly different leather. So here we have a Birkin 25 Sellier, and this Sellier model is in Veau Madame. And if you can see that there, it's very similar to Epsom. The difference is that the grain is a lot smaller, it's more compact, and it's a little bit more rigid than the Epsom leather. Now, this colour is called Sanguine, and in Togo, it's a really true orangey colour. However, in Veau Madame, it takes a much more red undertone, and for me, it just reminds me of those autumnal leaves that are changing their colours and dropping on the ground, and you see the yellows and the oranges, and this to me is that perfect autumnal orange. So for those of us who love a bright coloured bag but also want to fit it into their autumnal outfit and wardrobe, this is a fantastic shade for you. And like I said earlier on in the video, all colours show differently on different leathers, and for me, my choice would be Veau Madame in Sanguine with gold hardware for this Sanguine, rather than going for a Togo. So the next bag that I'm going to show you is a very special bag, in that the skin is a little bit different to the others that we've been looking at today. But not only that, it's a colour that I absolutely adore. And it's not a colour that we hear very often requested here at Love Luxury. And it's this beautiful Constance to go in Bordeaux. And you can see that this is shiny crocodile skin, and it really is absolutely stunning. I'm going to show you there. So it is a true Bordeaux colour. It's a warm burgundy that has that winey purpley undertone, and you can see the flecks in between are more reddish. They've got a more pinkish reddish hue to them, and just is a stunning bag. And we don't get crocodiles here very often, Love Luxury, because in the UK you don't seem to see them as much as in other countries of the world. However, this is absolutely stunning, and what's great about this bag is that you can carry it in the evening. It does come with a strap, so it can be worn crossbody, or you can wear it just as it is, as a little clutch for going out. Now, as with most of the colours that I've shown you already, it goes really well with light shades as well as with dark neutrals. So what would be my personal preference for wearing with this particular Bordeaux shade? And I have to say it would be an off-white or a cream, because then this bag is really going to pop, and it is a stunning colour. And what it also reminds me of is the lining of all of the Chanel bags that have this Bordeaux beautiful burgundy lining, and this here at Love Luxury is one of my favourites that we have on the shelf right now, and also one of my favourites for this autumnal weather. If you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to hit subscribe, like and comment. So the next two bags that I'm going to show you are also very similar colour palette to the Bordeaux that I've just shown you, and they happen to be Rouge Sellier, and I'll show you the other one in a minute. Now, this is Rouge Sellier, and Rouge Sellier gets a really bad rep on the Hermes market. People view it as an old fuddy-duddy colour. It has quite negative connotations when you talk about Rouge Sellier. However, I completely disagree. I actually think that Rouge Sellier is a great colour that Hermes have produced, and the reason being, it's not just a burgundy, but it's a burgundy with a lovely purple hue to it. And in this Chamkila Chèvre, you can see it's got this lovely sheen to it. It's very durable because it's a goat skin, and this obviously is a mini Kelly too. What could you ask more from a bag than such a beautiful example as this? And you may say, but oh, I only wanted a black, or you know, there are other colors that I would prefer. If you haven't given Rouge Sellier a chance in autumn, you must, because it really is very versatile. Like I've said with nearly all the other colors, it goes really, really well with light shades, but it also works excellently well with dark shades. So if you're into more browns, if you're into more wearing black in the autumn, or just any warmer shades, this does look really good. And what's lovely about the mini Kelly, again, as the Constance to go, is that it has a detachable strap. So during the day, you can wear this bag as a casual crossbody, but during the night, you can take the strap off, and it's a beautiful little bag to carry. So I said there were three bags that were all of a similar shade. So next up is this Cassis Mini Evelyne. Now, this is a very purpley bag, but purple is very autumnal, and that's why we've showcased it today. And again, this has the gold hardware accents, which brings it very well into the autumn seasons and months. And what I do have to say about this colour is that it really is a true purple. I would say that yes, it's a darker shade of purple, but it definitely is a purple. And if you want a bag that's not so dark, like a black or a navy, and you're looking for a bag that kind of fits into that darkish color tone, but you can also wear it with multiple different colors, then this is a very good shade for you. Cassis obviously comes from the flower, and there we have the originations of this particular Hermes shade. So this is a really great autumnal shade to be wearing, and for those of you that are a little bit more adventurous, I would say that Cassis is a great colour for you. So last but not least, we have the ever famous and very highly sought after Hermes shade that's in their permanent library, which is Etoupe. Now, Etoupe is a taupe colour. It's a greyish brown, and it's a lighter shade of brown than some of the other brown shades. However, it does really have the taupe feel about it, hence the colour Etoupe. Now, if you look at an Etoupe bag, the resin will always be like a warm browny shade, and the stitching is white and in contrast to the colour of the bag. Now, this is a permanent colour, like I said, in the Hermes catalogue, and it's also one of the most sought after colours, and the reason for that is because it is very versatile. It kind of runs in the same family as gold for its versatility. However, it's more subtle and more subdued, and I think that's why it becomes such a popular staple for people to really lust after in the Hermes colours. This is a Kelly 25 in the Retourné style in Etoupe with Togo leather and gold hardware. This is a very classic colour combination. However, Etoupe looks just as good with palladium hardware as it does with gold. So when you're on the fence, if you're more of a gold person, go for gold, and if you're a person who wears more white gold or palladium, then go for the palladium. This really is a colour that can carry off both hardwares without any problem whatsoever. And when we're talking about matching colours to our autumnal wardrobes, again, this is a very versatile colour. The fact of the matter is that Etoupe can go from spring, summer, autumn and winter, and that's why I saved the best till last, because it really is a great colour that can be worn all year round, but I think it's best in the autumn. So I've shown you quite a number of autumnal shades here that are available at Love Luxury. Now, which would you say is your favourite colour that I picked out for autumn of 2022? Drop us a comment down below. Thank you so much for joining us today to watch this video about autumnal shades and colours. Don't forget that everything that you see here is available to purchase at our Love Luxury store in Knightsbridge, London. And we also appreciate any feedback that you can give us. So don't forget to hit the subscribe, like and comment.